What up,
Lord.
what up, what up? What up, New York John Nation? Welcome to another edition of the True Blue Podcast. Here with my guy, Big Lou from G Nation Sports. Let's get it. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the True Blue Podcast. I am MacDaGiantsFan here with my guy, Big Lou from G Nation Inside Sports. How you feeling, Lou?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Can't wait. Glad football is back. It seems like it's been longer than the average off season for some reason. I want to see what these guys do in preseason. As we were talking a little bit before the stream started, concerns about depth on the wide receiver, where they placed wide receivers on the depth chart, on the official depth chart. And the whole Jalen Hyatt thing being higher than OBJ is baffling to me. We've had Jalen Hyatt for a few seasons now, hasn't produced, hasn't quite worked out, hasn't been practicing all week, yet somehow he's still higher on the depth chart. We've seen OBJ getting reps with the ones. We've seen clips of him running stride for stride, seeming to be synchronized with Malik Neighbors, which is probably to be expected considering they was both LSU receivers, but at different time spans, not like they ever played together. But I guess that goes to show what type of training and teaching that they're doing at LSU for their receivers. But I'm anxious to see more than just the receivers, man, how these guys play, what they look like with pads on and with contact being made, and how it's going to shape out and how this 53-man roster is going to end up. So I'm excited for tomorrow, man.
Absolutely. What's going on? Okay, Donald, man. Appreciate you popping in. Appreciate you, brother. And Joe Ferris. Okay, Donald, I'm sorry. It was good, bro. But yes, first game of the John Harbaugh era, first preseason game of the John Harbaugh era, man. It's exciting, man. I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of things to check out, man. Training camps, reports, I've been seeing and reading about all that's been all well and good. It's been fun, man. Fun keeping up with all that. But now it's time to get some actual game tape, game footage, man. You know what I mean? We heard all the stuff we've been hearing about everybody, all how demanding it's been, discipline, all of this and all of that. Jackson Dart developing. We heard about the rookies making noise, all that craziness, man. We don't watch the roster battles been formulating. But now it gets real, man, out there a little bit. Get to finally separate the boys from the men. The cream will always rise to the top, as far as I'm concerned, man. We finally get that
macho man
tomorrow. We finally get that tomorrow, man, with the first preseason action, man. Get to finally see these guys out there hitting somebody else, hitting another team. So I'm excited for that.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear that phrase, I just flash back to Macho Man's promo where he kept pulling coffee creamers out. Cream always rises to the top. Like, where you getting coffee creamers from? Turn around, got another one. Like, yo,
what is going on in the chat, man? Big Blue Doja 305. What's good, Lou and the crew? Big Blue streaming.
What's going on? Hey, listen, we back, man. We back. I had some personal issues, that custody battles and all this stuff. But
got you. My bad, man. My bad, Donnell. I got you. I'm sorry, bro, about that. So, but what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you popping in, man. Uncle G, man. What's happening? It's a happy Friday, G fam. I know everybody hype like me, and just for the record, F Pat Leonard.
I agree with that. And you can separate the names and F both of them too.
Oh going on, Lou, man? What you really trying to see other than you already talked about Odell a little bit? What you trying to see tomorrow? Like,
oh, you know, I want to see the two main things I want to see, brother, is protection up front for the running and passing. I need to see this O-line take a huge step forward. And I'm most excited about the blitz squad, that front seven, that front line on defense, and them linebackers. I need to see that we can stop the run. I need to see that we can create pressure up the middle to stop the quarterback from stepping up into the pocket. And I need to see pressure coming off them edges. If I can see that as early as the first week of preseason, then I'm super excited for what's to come as the team gels and comes together and plays more and builds more of this culture.
That's what's up. What's going on in the chat? E-Man Perry says it's been a minute, man. What it do?
We back, baby.
Uncle G, man, says can't stand that clown. Says he is a Giants fan, but just bashes the team and players all the time. Sick of this shit. Well, that's how we're going to take that respect back. We're going to get all that respect back, and everybody's going to be climbing back on the bandwagon, man. That's what's going to happen this year. That's what this is all about. That's what this transition is about to be all about. It's about getting that respect back, that credibility back. Right now, we've been a joke for too long now. And now it's time to get back to real Giants football. And you can see that what we've been watching so far, at least that's what it looks like it's getting instilled back in that old school Giant football. That just bully ball, beating jokers up. You know what I mean? Running the ball down people's throat. It ain't no more of that soft craziness, man. We got Pancake Pat out there leading the way. Pancake Pat running at you as the lead block, and then Cam Scatterboo following that up. Shit, who's fucking with that? For real. I want to see who's fucking with that. So I'm excited. That's part of what I want to see tomorrow. I don't know. John Harbaugh ain't been trying to talk about if the starters gonna play, how much they're gonna play, or who gonna play. But I mean, it's some. I want to see these starters out there for a little bit. You putting this new offense in. You know what I mean? You putting the new offense. You put the new offense in. You putting and we need to see these guys out there. And from all the camp reports, they've been struggling in camp throughout training camp. It's been really up and down. They need some work out there. They need some time on the field, some game, some actual live reps, man. So
absolutely, there's nothing like real life. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that we get to see them at least a little bit, man. Couple series at the very least, and then on defense, obviously, also. Of course, I want to see Arvell Reese out there, man. Everything I keep hearing about this Joker, I want to see it with my two eyes now. You know what I mean? Since they ain't giving us all that full camp footage like that, I want to see what they've been talking about, what I've been reading about him and Abdul Carter out there causing wreck. You know what I mean? Like I want to see that. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely, man.
Uncle G, man, says, but we shouldn't be hearing crap from someone who is supposed to be a supporter of the team. I feel that. I definitely feel that.
I mean, it's okay to be objective and call a ball and a strike. But when you start bashing the team that you claim to cheer for and be a fan of, actions speak louder than words.
It says, y'all heard raggedy ass LaShawn McCoy trashing us and Harbaugh asking, what does Harbaugh do? Yeah, I heard that. I saw that him and that other clown, man. I can't even remember Emmanuel Aiko, whatever his name is. That dude. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that nonsense, bro. They was talking that stuff, talking about like who act like they don't know nobody on the squad and all this and that and the other. They ain't even had their facts right. They was talking shit, saying shit that wasn't even true and accurate. And that's just the recklessness of the media, you know what I mean? And jokers, when you put a microphone in front of anybody, in front of somebody's mouth, you know what I mean? They gonna say a whole lot of bullshit, man. And that's what that was. That was just like about 20 minutes or so of just absolute garbage, man. So I ain't worried about them jokers.
At the end of the day, man, that's just more fuel for the fire. We have 90 young, healthy, hungry players who are all vying for a spot on this team, who all want to go get a ring and a trophy. You have a new coach, a new culture being built. So trust me, when I tell you all the noise is not blocked out. It's not unnoticed. All of the bad tweets, all of the videos bashing and questioning the coaching staff and the team and their capabilities, they hear all that stuff. And it's just fueling the fire. I firmly believe that this is going to be a one-season turnaround for the New York Giants. I believe that we went from where we were last year to this year. We will be making a deep playoff push, if a deep playoff push, if not more, is what I'll say. I believe we're definitely making it to the playoffs. I believe we will at least win one playoff game in the very first season under Harbaugh.
What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Coach Ed, man? Peace and blessings, bro.
Coach, what up, my brother?
This is Donnell says, Tyrone Tracy is our true number one running back. I like Scat, but he's not a true one at this level stylistic. I mean, I think they both bring something to the table, and I think that to me, they're just 1A and 1B. To me, I feel like that's how this season going to play out, too. We're going to see it. I think week to week, depending on the matchups, is going to depend on their carries on any given week, man. I think it's just going to kind of be almost matchup based. You know, some teams where Tyrone Tracy might be the guy to be, you know, more of the bell cow in any in one game, and the same with Scat. I mean, one thing Scat showed me last season for sure, for certain and for sure, inside that 5-yard line, he will not be denied of that end zone. That's one thing I can say that he showed me from certain and for sure last season in the time that he had before he got injured. So,
short yardage, that's the man I want getting the ball out of any of our backs.
What's going on, Alex? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you popping in. Hope all is going well with you, man.
Ron Burgundy in the building.
Uncle G, man, says, man, y'all, I'm old as dirt, and I've been watching Giants ball a long time. Seen it all and will scream it from the rooftops. Our team is seriously going to shock the world, and it starts with the D. I think you might be right. I agree. Be right. I think you could be right. Damn, like that, I'm not a Giants hater, just a bird supporter. Hey, brother, I mean, it's all good. I appreciate you being here, Chris. I do. It's all good,
kind
man.
Of bird?
He's
what kind of birds you supporting? Them chicken heads?
He's an Eagle fan. So that's my guy. He came through with showing some love on the stream the other day too with me and Adam. Appreciate him. Our D is gonna hurt. I said our D is gonna hurt team. Is gonna hurt teams this year. Not just shut them down. Hurt and bad. The sack record will be chased this year and forward. Quarterbacks will be running for their lives. I hope so. That's
from
the plan.
Your lips to God's ears. Let's go.
He says, y'all think Cam counting the days to play ball? Look, I don't think he really worried about that. We'll get to that when we get there, man. But we'll see. I feel the same way, but I feel Tyrone is highly underrated. No, I agree. I think he is.
He's a beast.
I think people do sleep on him. Yeah, I think people do sleep on him.
And that's a good thing.
I had this debate.
That's a good thing. Because if defenses are sleeping on him, he's going to shock them. And we like that. Catch him sleeping. Catch him snoozing. Rock him to sleep. And then wake him up abruptly.
Yeah, I agree. Because like I said, Tyrone Tracy, to me, he's been productive. His first 2 seasons in the league, I mean, proofs in the pudding. Yeah. Been over 1,000 yards, all-purpose yards, both his first 2 seasons. And what made it even more extraordinary, his rookie year, he started off for the first maybe month or so of the season where he wasn't really getting substantial reps. He came in there and really balled out the rest of his rookie season, man, after he took over the starting job. So I like Tracy. Like I said, I think him and Cam Scatterboo will be have a good dynamic together. I think that's something else we didn't get to see last year because when Tracy started the season off, when Tracy started the season off as the one, and then Cam, he was kind of taking most of the load, and Cam wasn't really getting that much burn. Tracy got banged up. Cam got his opportunity. He ran with it. Then by the time Tracy came back, then Cam Scatterboo got hurt. And then it's like, so we never really got to see that 1-2 punch really, at least in full strength. You know what I mean? So that's going to be something exciting to see, I think. And I like I said, I don't know if we're going to get any of that tomorrow, but I would like to see some of it, but I don't know if we're going to. But what you got? Uncle G Man says, come on, look at who we have. Then look at the new D coordinator. We're getting Wink without Wink, and it might even be better. That's what a lot of them is saying, man. A lot of them is saying that the defense is very similar to Wink's. They said that even with the language, and maybe that's even what helped these guys catch on so much faster. You know what I mean? And been able to dominate the way they've been dominating the offensive practice. What's going on, Joe? But
Maurice,
what you thinking about the Malik Neighbors, man? How about Malik Neighbors and everything he's been doing, and how far along he is in comparison to what any of us really thought? Because what I honestly thought was that we weren't going to be able to see Malik Neighbors until like damn near October. Honestly, that's what I initially had thought. But he's
and I'm in agreement with you. I was on the same page after he had to go back in and get his knee, get that second surgery, and get it to take the swelling down and all that. I was like, oh, I was in the same mindset as you. He's not going to be ready week 1. But seeing him now and seeing what he's been able to do in this amount of time just speaks to his dedication, his perseverance, his commitment, his discipline to his diet, his regimen, his routine. Just shows that he is a professional from every aspect. He wants to win. He wants to get better. He wants to be on the field. And most importantly, he wants the ball. Winners always want the ball when it counts most. When the game is on the line, the guys who are difference makers, who are playmakers, who can put the team on their back, are the guys who say, give me the ball. And that right there, everything that put together of what I just said speaks to the character of the player. And I believe he's a true number 1. I can't wait to see him back on the field, hopefully alongside of OBJ, Darnell Mooney. With a trip set like that, man, it's hard for defenses to stop it. And then you got Isaiah Likely and Theo Johnson. It's too many threats to cover. And if you do by chance happen to lock them down, he can always dump it off to Tracy or Scat, or he can run. So, I mean, it's a dynamic that we haven't seen with the New York Giants for a while, and I'm excited to see so many weapons at Dart's disposal and see how this offense opens up the playbook and utilizes them.
All right. Donnell says the Nars defense is going to be much better overall because he's going to teach stop to run, and Wink only rushed a lot, but run defense wasn't good at all. He says the Neighbors has been a pleasant surprise that we rarely get these days as Giant fans. That's real talk. He says he want that $40 million extension next season. That's all season. Let's keep it real. Tudo, what's going on, Tudo? Salutes and respect to Big Mac, Big Lou, and some wannabes who enjoy the show and not hitting the like button. Greetings from all of us from Dublin. Please pray for my upcoming victims on 2 months afternoon, lads.
Will do. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo.
So I think Uncle G says, I think Leak pulled a fast one at the softball game. He was acting, and to me, he had to be acting from how he's moving right now. That softball game wasn't that long ago. I kind of agree with that one, man, because the way he looked at that softball game, bro, and the way he looked right now, I feel like if he was like that at that softball game, he shouldn't be like what he is right now. He had the red jersey on yesterday doing team drills yesterday, 11 on 11s, participating in actual team drills yesterday. That's a big step up from where he even was just even last week. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be there week 1 against some Dallas Cowboys. I feel like there's absolutely no doubt. Thanks, Tudo. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
He says, come on, you can't call him Big Mac when he gets sensitive about Evan Neal calling him a burger flipper. It wasn't that. It was just the way it was the context of the way he was talking that shit like as if he was somebody that was out there doing his job, and he wasn't. I did my job. Not. I was about my work. He wasn't about his, so he ain't got no reason to be calling nobody out. That was my issue. I took with Evan Neal.
Here's the sweet irony of that though. Looks like he's going to be applying for a job somewhere flipping burgers because I don't think he's going to make this team, folks.
I don't think so. I see no path for him to make the team. Lou, here they call it Dublender dialogue, mate.
Dublin in their dialogue. Okay, not Dublin, Dublin. Malik Neighbors doing that. Kaiser Soze.
Yo, word. That's what it seemed like. I'm sorry, like Uncle G-Man said, that wasn't that long enough ago for him to go from how he looked at that game that day to how he looked right now. This wasn't that.
Joey Crack, aka Kaiser Soze,
bro. that is some old Kaiser Soze shit right there, bro. Like word. But yeah, so it's gonna be thorough. I mean, and yeah, obviously we're not gonna see him in none of these 3 preseason games because we don't need to see him in none of these 3 preseason games. Just get him ready for them Dallas Cowboys Sunday night. You know what I mean? Like that's nothing to even talk about Malik Neighbors playing in the preseason. That's not even a conversation to be had.
No, I want him to be 100%. Let's let him heal up. We know what he can do. No need to check his skill set. Yeah.
But let's talk about it. Oh man, Odell Beckham, man. He's gonna play tomorrow. Don't know how much, but he's definitely will be on the field playing tomorrow. First time back at MetLife Stadium. Playing for the Giants since 2016 when he got 2017, 18, whatever it was. Yeah, 2018.
You know the only thing that worries me about that is our turf, bro. Our turf is notorious, bro.
But this is what it's got to
be. This is the ultimate test. This is the ultimate test. Can he play without getting hurt on our turf? Can he take contact? Can he run after contact? And can he make it through a game without injury? And then the next preseason game, I'd like to see him play up against the number ones of their defense. Don't put him in against the 2s and 3s. I want to see him. Can he still do what he used to do against the 1s as a 1?
I don't. Well, look, he got to work his way up to that. He still got to work his way up to that. Honestly, that's just keeping it where he's at on depth chart. There's just people in front of him, and they got to get their work. They got to get their work in too. So you can't. I mean, he can't just take somebody's spot for the sake of taking. He's got to work his way up to that, and that's why tomorrow is so important. That's why tomorrow is so important. I know.
In my opinion, a 75% Odell Beckham is better than 100% Darius Slayton.
I can't.
And a 75% OBJ is better than Jalen Hyatt. What have we seen from Jalen Hyatt?
I can agree with the Jalen Hyatt one, but I can't.
Okay. How many touchdown passes has OBJ dropped when the game was on the line, and how many touchdown passes has Darius Slayton dropped when the game was on the line?
I hear all of that, but still, Darius Slayton has played football for the last X amount of years straight, consistently,
and he's dropped more than he's caught.
Where OBJ. He ain't played it's been almost 2 years now. And in the last,
but you saw them hands. Them hands.
Look, I understand.
He ain't got the dropsies.
The hands are there. He got the hands. I mean, he's got
Darius Slayton does not.
He's got hands. He's got the speed. Still, he don't got the same speed, but he still he can run good routes. He can still run good routes.
But he's a good route runner.
He's a technician. Yeah. He's a technician. That part's fine. But the point is, so that's why tomorrow's going to be a little telling, and then the rest of the preseason also with him, because can his body hold up? Right now through training camp, he's looked good. He's had moments and had some really big moments.
Can you get hit?
But there's been no contact, no real contact. So that's what he has to do. He has to pass that test for me, for sure, before I can even start remotely even thinking about a legitimate roster spot for him. Honestly, he's got to show me that he can stay healthy. Because obviously we know he can catch. We know he can do all of that. But the point is, he got to be availability, man. Is always everybody's best ability, man. If you're not available to us, what good you gonna do? And then also, you got to still think about the reality of you guys can feel any way you want about Darius Slayton, but he's still way farther ahead of him on the depth chart right now. And it's just a lot. Like I said, really, you got all these back end receivers right now And unfortunately, Odell Beckham is classified as that right now on this roster that's competing for like maybe one roster spot, like straight up one roster spot, because Malik Neighbors is going to be obviously is one of our receivers. Y'all don't like it, but Darius Slayton is going to be one. He's going to be there too. Malachi Fields, Darnell Mooney, most likely Calvin Austin. That's already 5. There's probably like one more spot left. Like one more spot left, probably. And can he get that? I mean, can he earn that? That's what the preseason is going to be for him. I mean, like I said, we don't know how much he's going to play and who he's going to be playing against, but like I said, we'll have to see, man. He said he's just happy to got the reference laugh. Oh, come on, man. That's one of my favorite flicks, bro.
Yeah, that's
no,
you know,
come on, man.
we New Yorkers, bro. Trust and believe.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's one of my flicks, bro. He went home and laughed so hard. News feeds.
For real.
After that, knowing he was further along. Says Lou, please send an urgent message to Irish losers to wear helmets on
tomorrow's test.
On tomorrow's test, mate, because some heads will crack open on head-on collision, mate. And it ain't a joke. It's about having their lives.
Saving their lives.
Saving their lives. My bad. My eyes is getting a little messed up, y'all. Going on, Clinton Jones.
It's the blue light from the damn laptop that's doing it. Salute.
Uncle G-Man says, but on the turf, I was under the assumption the field got to change or overhaul because the field got torn up for the World Cup. Look, I don't know, man. We'll have to see. That MetLife turf has been it's been rough, man. So we'll have to see. Hey Joe, how are you doing? Oh, he's talking. I'm sorry. I'm saying that like he's talking to fairies. Just being devil's advocate on Hyatt. He's been showing out in the camp and turning his. I mean, he has. He's had a good camp, but he's injured now, and that's definitely hurting his cause. So I still don't expect him to really. I don't seriously expect him to be on this roster when it's all said and done. Says Slayton is trash. I mean, his hands is trash, but he does a lot. He does like everything else that you need him to do. He just don't catch the ball consistently. He runs. He can get open. He stretches the field. His hands are just not very reliable, unfortunately.
Good, Alex, Clinton. You disappoint me, sir. You disappoint me with that,
Clinton,
Alex.
What's new? You watching preseason? He says, when it comes down to it, I wish Slayton wasn't going to be on the team, but he is. That's Alex. That's what I'm saying too, bro. He's going. I mean, I get a lot of people don't like it, but he's going to be there, man. He's going to be on the team. If it's down to Slayton or OBJ, Slayton is making. I'm Alex. We're in line because that's just the world, a reality that we live in right now. I mean, look, I want the OBJ story to work out and be perfect, man. I do too. I love OBJ. Like I said, I love him. But we got to also be realistic about the situation, man. And he's right now in an uphill battle, a big uphill battle. Says Lou, if OBJ would be available only 10% to play, he's still better than the rest of those wide receivers. Losers, mate. Who can't catch and who keep on dropping the ball every snap. I mean, look, I know that's why we brought some other guys in, man. Hopefully we can eliminate those dropsies a little bit. I mean, but like Alex said, and I'm with it, man. He's not making the team just over Slayton. That's not a spot that he's just going to just take. That's not a roster spot he's going to take.
No, but I think he can take Smith-Schuster.
Smith-Schuster ain't making the team either. He ain't making it. He ain't doing nothing in camp.
I think he's better than Schuster. I think he's better than Austin. I think he's better than Hyatt. I think he's better than Slayton. Now, I know Slayton's going to make the team. He's under contract. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for him to eke out a roster spot.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, I know you're not saying that, but I'm just saying a lot of people making it seem like he can't make this team. There's no way in hell. And I'm like, you can't just rule him out. You know what I'm saying? This is the same guy who damn near made the game look effortless against defenses when he first came into the league. And even after some injuries, he came back and won a Super Bowl. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, is all I'm saying.
I ain't saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's an uphill battle. It's going to be an uphill battle. I'm totally convinced OBJ can get open underneath against cornerback 3 and 4s when he's 40. One of the worst re-signings in Giant history. I'm assuming you're talking about Darius Slayton.
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone in the chat, go to G Nation Shop and get your Giant merch. Word, I support that message. I get excited about
it's. I don't even think it's available right now because I'm not monetized. So I got to get monetized again.
I get excited about preseason. Then I change that shit after the first quarter. Well, yeah, I mean, that's how I was last night. Going through all the games last night, I was like, after a while, I was just like, okay, it's cool until it's not that cool anymore. OBJ and Malik gonna show out LSU style. Well, let's see. We'll see. Maybe they will. I mean, maybe OBJ will surprise all of us. Maybe he'll go out there and dominate through the preseason and then make it where you can't deny him a roster spot. That's what it's going to take, though. It's going to take an effort like that.
He's gonna have to pull one of these type of games to get signed.
And Alex with another great point. Another great point.
You see that? You see that name? This was an undrafted free agent who did the impossible and became a New York Giant wide receiver. That's what OBJ is going to have to do throughout this preseason to secure a roster spot.
Alex is here with another great point, man. They need wide receiver 6 to be a special teamer and not a returner. You know what I mean? He's and not a return talking about like a gunner. Yeah, somebody like and I agree. So that's the point. Let's lock in right there on that. Because if OBJ makes this roster, he's going to have to make it to the point where he leapfrogs up and is at least maybe number 3, number 4 on the depth chart at the minimum, at the best, at the least. Because if he's wide receiver, if he is like wide receiver 6, like Alex said, he's got to be a special teamer. He has to be, because that's just what it is. That's just the way it works. Because there's no offensive package for wide receiver number 6. So he's got to, if he's going to be on the roster, and that's as far as he is up on the depth chart, he's got to contribute on the special teams. Says he leaked wide receiver. He's leaked wide receiver idol when OBJ feels he's got to show out for leak. Look, like I said, in my perfect world, I would love for it to work out, man, but. And the reality and the way I think about things, it's going to be an uphill battle for OBJ, man. That's just what it is. I pray Fields and Mooney keep Butterfingers on the bench, and maybe they will. Says, what up, crew? What's going on, Kareem Wilson? Appreciate you popping in.
Wait. It just arrived, baby.
That Knicks championship hat.
Sorry, I've been waiting for that. They were sold out. Sorry.
I agree, Donnell. He says wide receiver is supposed to have hands, and without that, they're not a wide receiver. They're just a cardio kid. I get it. I mean, it is the most important. The hands are the most important thing. You know,
you are a receiver.
But it's just, like I said, look, I would love the OBJ thing to work out, but it's going to be an uphill battle. He's got a lot of work to do. Like I said, he has to dominate, and not just tomorrow. He's going to have to dominate next week and the week after, and I mean dominate to even make it a real conversation, to be honest. What's going on, Adam? Appreciate you popping in, bro.
Costas.
Oh, man. Alex says, Juju has at least been in the realm the last few years, but I don't think he is making it people are overlooking Dalen Camry because of his special team experience. Look, yeah, I mean, that's just what it comes down to. And Dalen Camry is one of those guys that's having a hell of a camp out there, and he will get out there and do the dirty work on special teams. He'll get out there and be a gunner and do all that. What you need like a sixth receiver to do. So, and I agree, Juju, he's been hurt a lot throughout camp. Missed a lot of time as it is, and he just hasn't really been getting much done here. So I just don't see it totally working out. I don't see him. I don't see a spot for Juju on this team. Adam says he's useless as a sixth wide receiver.
He is. He's not a gunner.
No, not at all. That's where the problem is, because he's going to have to make this team. He's got to elevate himself to the point where he's like the number 3 or 4 receiver or something like that. So that's just going to take a lot of work.
Not necessarily. It just takes what happens every year to the New York Giants during preseason, the injury bug. I hope not, but I mean, it's always a possibility.
Says Hodgins may not even make it, and he's got hands like glue. Yeah, I think he's definitely.
And let's be clear, I do like OBJ, but I want the best receiver on the field. And if he's not that, then unfortunately, I want the best wide receiver on the field. So let's make my position clear. While I do hope that OBJ can do all the things he used to do and become an integral part of this team again, if he is not the best receiver suited for the team, then we have to pass.
Says nah. Joe Fish says nah. If it's close between 2 wide receivers for a roster spot with a guy with the hyphen name, then his ass gets cut. Wow, bull. William Horton, what's going on, William?
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Do you think the Giants will beat the Cowboys in Week 1? I do.
Absolutely.
I do, and I'm saying it
absolutely
confidently.
What was that song, man?
Confidently.
I said I do. You know I do. I say I do. Shit.
Because look. I'm saying it confidently. Yeah, I think the Giants can beat the Cowboys in Week 1. Absolutely. I think what happened a couple of years in MetLife, that was just a joke. That first game of the season, that night when they put that 40-0 ass whooping on us, I definitely don't see a repeat of that by no means. I think we're gonna get a great game. You're gonna see a good effort out there. And I think the New York Giants can go out there and get the job done against them boys. I think they absolutely can. So, Lou, you don't need to get monetized, mate. There's always other ways to support the cause.
Well, while that statement is true, these motherfuckers ain't supporting the cause. So, you know what I'm saying?
Joe Ferris, man, go ahead, bro. He ain't no Bears legend, bro. I don't even know if he even played a game with them. He just was in their training. I think he was just in the training camp that one season with them. Look, he can make the team, but top 4 are locks. Well, I mean, it seems that way, but like I said, if he does do something extra extraordinary throughout this preseason, I mean, that's a wait and see.
And if somebody gets hurt,
I think it would probably take more of that to have to happen, to be honest. And we don't want to see that necessarily, but
yeah, I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see nobody get hurt for him to make the team. I'd rather he make the team for being the best guy or not at all.
Says, where's Cruz? Cruz is living his best life, man, somewhere. Exactly. Says, y'all think by week 2 or 3, Tibbs still one of those D tackle splits in the starting lineup the way he been looking at, and he's supposed to be good on the run? I don't know about that necessarily, but one thing Denard Wilson he's been doing throughout training camp has been getting really creative with his alignments out there, and it's been some times out there where he's finding ways to get those guys all on the field, you know what I mean, and unlock them. So I don't know about on them early downs taking those reps, but I on like those like passing down, like pass rush downs, he's finding a way to unlock all those, having all those guys out there, and that can only work in the New York Giants' favor, man. Says, I don't see him taking snaps over Slayton and Mooney, Fields, or Neighbors. Not likely, but like I said, I mean, we had to wait and see what happens, man. Don't forget Bruce Smith was a defensive end in the 3-4 defense. I ain't forget. That was my boy. Gotta roll, fellas. Go Giants. All right, Uncle G, man. Take it easy, man. Have a good night, bro.
Thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you so much.
Tudo saying, how you doing, Doja? Yeah, done it against this secondary. Our secondary don't have a ton of stars, and yet Odell barely moved up the depth chart. Well, that's for right now, but like I said, he's gonna get some playing time tomorrow, man. So we'll, like I said, don't know how much, but we're gonna see. We'll see what he's made of tomorrow, man.
We'll see week 3 of preseason.
Something else. Let's bring
that's when we'll probably get his most bulk of playing time. Be that last preseason game. Would you say though?
Hold on. Let me read to it because I think you're right. Ladies and gents, it's been an absolute pleasure and honor chopping it with every one of you. But I'm here in Dublin, and we had to rest and get ready to smash those gingerhead losers on tomorrow. God's blessing everyone. All right, Patudo, ciao, brother. Appreciate you always, Tudo.
Not the gingerhead losers. Jesus Christ.
But how you feeling about the secondary, Lou, man, back there right now? It's all kinds of, up and down. Don't really know. It's a lot pretty banged up back there right now too. It's a few little injuries back there we're dealing with. But feeling about them cornerbacks, Deontay Banks, Colton Hood, Greg Newsome, and Paulson Adebo. Feeling about them cats.
Be honest with you, I think if Banks is going to have a resurgence in his career, the time is now. This is more of his style of defensive coordinator that plays more to his skill set than what he was doing with Bowen. So I think this is where we will see the best of Banks, and hopefully that's what we'll get from him. I like Colton Hood. I like his skill sets, what he's bringing to this team. And Paulson Adebo as well. Newsome, I think we might need to bring some other guys in here and see what they can do. But again, if this defensive front and these linebackers can create enough pressure and enough sacks, and to where you don't have to rely on your defensive backs as much, that could be a good thing until these guys can get acclimated and gel and form together and be the type of DB group that we need them to be. But I have faith in Banks. I think Colton Hood is a good young star on the rise. I just need to see as far as Nubin and what's the other safety? Jesus Christ. Belton.
Javon Holland.
Belton.
Holland.
Belton gone. Yeah. Holland and Nubin, I need them to step up. Do we still got Phillips?
Yeah.
Drew Phillips. I need him to step up too, because there was a lot of stuff last year that made me kind of cringe. So while I'm confident in the first three, Banks, Colton Hood, and Paulson Adebo, I need to see a lot more from the rest of that DB group.
All right, Tudo says, Lou, everyone over here asking if you're doing live tomorrow night for the UFC 330.
Yeah.
That's a yes, Tudo. Says, as long as the corners stay healthy, we're going to be okay with the new coach. I do want to see. I kind of feeling where you're coming from, Donnell, with that one, because I think Denard Wilson, especially with his coaching background and the D-backs that's him being a D-backs coach. Hopefully he can get the best out of these guys. He said Newsome, but he's been the best corner so far through camp. He has been technically before he got hurt. That's why he's right now technically number 2 behind Paulson Adebo So right now they got him and Debo. Are 1 and 2 on the cornerback depth chart right now with Deonte Banks behind the Debo. Drew, that's the problem though right now is that Debo, Newsome, and Drew Phillips are all dealing with some kind of something. You know what I mean? So that's the one problem with the cornerback room right now.
So then that means that Banks, Hood, and the other one have to step up.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it means. I mean, like I'm assuming, like obviously we're going to see a good bit of Tay Banks tomorrow and a good bit of Colton Hood. Obviously, don't expect Paulson Adebo, Newsome, or Drew Phillips to get any playing time tomorrow because they haven't even been practicing really. So,
are you expecting to see any blitz packages with Nubin?
I don't know how much of that type of stuff you're going to show here in the preseason, man. You know what I mean? You're going to keep it pretty vanilla. You don't want to, you know what I mean, show the
expose your hand,
the Cowboys. Yeah, you don't want to show the Cowboys your hand. I know I'm from what I've heard from, listening to the guys, especially the offensive guys talking, from what I've heard.
You're not going to be able to tell what they're doing on defense.
Denard Wilson's got some things cooking. They got some things. He got some things cooking, man. Offensive guys have been speaking very highly of what the defense has been doing to them. So I think we're in good hands with Denard Wilson running this defense. It's not going to be what we got from Shane Bourne a season ago. So
listen, iron sharpens iron. So if we're going against a hellified defense week in and week out during practice, that's only going to make us better when we step on the field against an actual opponent. So I'm all for it. Beat the shit out of each other throughout the week. Just don't hurt each other.
You know what though? With this though, Adam, that's what your guys up front are for too, man. Because them guys up front, man, if they can get after it and disrupt the timing of anything, even as great as Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are, as long as the corners ain't completely out of position, you know what I mean, or whatnot, I think even against guys of that caliber, we could be all right if that pass rush is going to be as phenomenal as it was. Because you think back even in the championship years, it wasn't like the secondary was loaded with like just amazing stars. You know what I mean? He had solid guys, but what was going on up front was making it a little easier for them to be able to do their job as well. And hopefully we can get some of that energy, channel some of that energy as well. Because because I feel like these guys we got back there, okay, but yeah, nothing that's keeping anybody, awake at night. You know what I mean? Nothing that's top wide receivers aren't scared of what the New York Giants got in their secondary. That's just a fact. I mean, that's just real. But if that pass rush can get after it and be disruptive, and then also you got to remember we also got two cyborgs patrolling the middle of the defense too. Two cyborgs, long rangy middle linebackers who can cover sideline to sideline, and they could also
Kelly and Reese.
Yeah, they could also be an aid to that, man. So we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, because right now, from what I'm hearing, look, we got to just wait and see. That's why these games are so important, because we got so many question marks, and maybe we can get some answers to some extent, man, and see if what we've been hearing about, if it's all smoke and mirrors or if it's the real deal. Another battle we could talk about real quick, man. I know it's not the most exciting, the most sexy, man, but you also got a kicking competition going on in camp, man. Got a couple of kickers battling it out. One rookie and Dominic Zapata.
Give me anybody other than the guys we had last year.
Well, we can't
get rid of every kicker we had last year.
Well, they're not here, so we ain't got to worry about that.
Get rid of the names, the lockers they had, build new lockers for the new kickers. I don't want none of that stink.
We do got the one guy from last year, Ben Saul, still here.
What was that shit on Bronx Tale? Okay. Put him in the bathroom. I don't want his face looking at him when he rolls my dice. Put him in the fucking bathroom.
But we do got Dominic Zapata, the rookie kicker from Michigan, undrafted free agent. We also got Ben Sauls, who was here last year, but he was the guy that finished the season off and was better than every other kicker we had last year. So these guys
the Asian guy.
They've been back. Well, yeah, but he sucked. He stunk. We've been battling. They've been battling it out all through camp. And right now it's been neck and neck for most of camp. But Dominic Zavada is starting to finally kind of pull away, man. The rookie is starting to pull away. Big, powerful leg. Kicked a 62-yarder field goal yesterday to end practice in a game simulation. And 62-yarder to win game winner, man. He has a big boot. And it's exciting to see that even these small details like this that were looked over from the other past regimes, these things that all matter. Like special teams is also a very important part of the game. And the New York Giants have not been exactly great with the special teams as of late, man. So just another one of those things. That's good to see. Says, sorry, those corners on our runs are way better than Banks, Hood, and whom. I don't know about that. Those corners we had were they wasn't nothing special either, man. It wasn't like we had all pro guys or Pro Bowl guys or nothing. They wasn't nothing special, Adam. They weren't anything special. they just weren't. What you talking about? Corey Webster, he was good, but he wasn't anything special. I'm not like he's like anything more than what Paulson Adebo is or what Greg Newsome is. I'm not that Aaron Ross and those guys. They were okay. But I'm not going to pump them up and make it seem like they were just so much better than the guys we got right now. They were still a kind of average group of guys overall. And up front was what led the charge, man. And hopefully we can generate some of that same energy.
When the front line was able to create pressure and force early throws or errant throws, then the DBs did what they were supposed to do and come away with the ball. That's what made them look like they were above average DB group, but they really weren't. It was that defensive pressure that was creating the DB's impact on the game.
Nathan McCartney, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in, man. So I personally can't wait to see rushing attack being with Richard leading the way, or Ricard leading the way. We can beat anybody if we're healthy. That has been our biggest opponent, man.
Well, that's not been our biggest opponent. We've had a few seasons where we had absolutely zero fucking talent at the coaching position. That's been our biggest problem, followed by the injury bug.
Well, we've had a lot. We had personnel issues. We've had coaching issues. We've had injury issues. We just had a lot of issues. Period.
But the bulk of them was the poor coaching, for sure.
But
and according to Adam, the poor quarterback play.
Well, we had that. Like I said, poor personnel. We did. We had personnel issues.
But Adam was blaming everything on the quarterback. He didn't want to give no blame to the coaches and shit. He started giving blame everywhere else once Daniel Jones was gone. But as long as Daniel Jones was here, he was the cause of everything. If it snowed in spring, it was Daniel Jones' fault. It was according to Adam.
And then another guy I want to see tomorrow, man. I definitely want to see. I want to see CeCe get some playing time, no matter what. Whether we're playing the starters or not, I want to see CeCe get some time out there, get some work, because he needs it to get himself ready for the NFL life, man, the NFL season, man. What you think about CeCe, man?
Yeah, I want to see at least one series. No more than that. I don't want him getting hurt or put it in nothing. But I need to see at least one series against an NFL caliber player to see how he adjusts to the game speed at the NFL level.
Says I doubt Patrick Ricard is a factor. I don't know. They don't call him Pancake Pat for a reason, for no reason.
Facts.
You don't get no nickname like that for no reason. They said no starter should get more than 2 series. I mean, that depends on how the game flow of the game. Sometimes you got to, if they go out there for 2 series and gets absolutely nothing done, then maybe you do need to see them until they can get something done. Period. I mean, that's what this is all about. Can't be worrying about injuries. I mean, football is a dangerous sport. It just comes with it. Just we hope for the best, but it is what it is. It can't stop working just because of that. I think this defense will be much bookends. What's going on, bookends? I think this defense will be much improved. Reese, Edmonds, Carter should take a step up. Spider-Man, I'm right there, man. Like I said, sprinkle Tibbs in there too. Don't forget about Tibbs, man. You've been getting it in this summer too. So CC's going up against Clark and Ferguson. Ain't no joke. It's not, man. It's not. That's why he needs
his
to get
nickname of pancakes has nothing to do with him eating pancakes. It has to do with him pancaking defenders out there.
Is what it is. You guys' thoughts on Ricard Lee blocking for Scatterboo and Tracy? I think it's going to be great.
Phenomenal.
I think it's going to be great, especially down by that goal line. Like I said, Ricard leading the way and then turn around and giving the ball to Scatterboo. It's going to be hard to keep that out of the end zone. I mean, like I said, inside the 5, I see no reason why we shouldn't be scoring touchdowns most of the time. But this is the NFL, and we'll see. We'll have to wait. Like I said, we got to all wait and see. That's what the excitement of tomorrow's going to bring, man. Get our first little taste of seeing what these guys can do. Can't get too crazy about preseason because it's still just the first preseason game. But you can still kind of at least have an idea of what this could be. Like I said, watching some of them games last night, Arizona Cardinals might be a little bit better than people expect them to be. I mean, I just think that's a possibility. I mean, Jeremiah Love is absolutely the real deal. And if Marvin Harrison gets his shit together, that could be a team that surprises some people. I mean, they're in a very tough division, so I think they don't have no chance really out there regardless. But after watching what I saw from them last night, they might surprise some people this season. Does Ricard tip our play? No, he was talking about that, actually. It's funny you brought that up because he said he used to act. He said when he was first adjusting to playing fullback full time, he said he used to do that. He said linebackers would tell him, like, look, man, I know that you're coming for me. I could tell because you're just staring me down, looking right at me. So he actually talked about that. So he says now he's got a whole little thing. He's good. Said that Cardinals coach can get dudes open for sure. Yeah, because Brissett was looking like Joe Montana last night for the one drive he played. He looked good. Pancake Mac. That's what I used to do too, man. I used to pancake jokers too. When you work security,
I still do without playing football.
Says lots of RT. I can't see what I say. RTDB. That's like this year. So I can't make that out, bro.
Let me see.
Question was
lots of rotating defensive backs.
Oh, okay, good. I couldn't. Oh, lots of run the damn ball. Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay. All right.
All right, Miles, welcome to the chat, man. I appreciate you, brother, for stopping in. Says question, was Arvell Reese worth letting Caleb Downs drop to the Cowboys? I think so. I would absolutely say absolutely, because Arvell Reese shouldn't even have got to us at 5. I mean,
he shouldn't have, for real. I wanted Downs and Styles, but the fact that he was there was phenomenal.
Hey, wasn't talking about Arvell Reese much during the mock drafts because didn't think he was going to be around at number 5. I thought he was going to be gone. Before
none of us thought he was going to be there.
And if you, I mean, everything that we're hearing about Arvell Reese, this dude is locked in, like locked in, laser sharp locked in, bro. So I don't know, man. I don't see. I'm good with Arvell Reese. I'm very happy that he's part on the New York Giants. I mean, like I said, you can just ask Cam Scatterboo, wow, what he thinks about Arvell Reese. Put Scatterboo right on it. Put Scatterboo right on his ass, and and knocked them out pretty much at seeing them cobwebs, man. So maybe with this hardball coaching regime, we can get the most of previous draft picks. We're a very young team with talent. We just need to be coached up. Hopefully, we'll see if that's the case. Because if
I've been saying that for a minute.
Hypothetically, let's say if Deontay Banks come out here and just has this all-world season, that's not going to reflect very good on the Brian Daboll coaching staff and that was here, throughout his whole entire career thus far. It's not going to reflect well if Deontay Banks all of a sudden just has this phenomenal year. That's a stretch, but I'm just saying. If that were to happen.
On the flip side of that, some of these players that we've had here that we believe Shane dropped the ball in drafting, if he can't get them to produce, that speaks volumes of Joe Shane's scouting and his acquisition of players.
So hope so, especially on defense. Bookend said, thank you, Jets. And he said, thank you, Jets. Thank you, Titans, as well, too, because I thought they might have took him, too. But at number 4, they took Carnell Tate.
I'm going to have to slide out here in a minute, Mac.
No, I'm about to wrap this up, too. Almost over an hour now. If we passed on Reese, that would have been crazy. Yeah, it would have been. You saw that what you call it, the Giants life joint? Soon as the Tennessee took Carnell Tate, they ran to the podium with that car with Arvell Reese's name on it, bro. And had to think about it. No thought had to go into that. Hope more locked in than the edge y'all drafted last year. That wanted 56 level out. Yeah, that's another guy that's apparently seen the error of his ways too. And I mean, he performed as he saw him come on last year late in the season, and he's been having a phenomenal camp as well. So between having guys like that out there all over, that's what I mean. This defense has potential. We just got to see it happen, man. I'm not going to make any predictions because I did that last year and it blew up in my face. So I ain't even going there this year. I just wait and see. Is Newman versus Pinnock really a thing? It absolutely is. It absolutely is a thing. And Pinnock is putting the pressure on him, putting the big pressure on him. So it's going to be Newman's job to try to hold on to for right now, but that's for the moment. Pinnock is definitely putting the pressure on him. And Ardarius Washington also having a great camp. So Newman's got some serious competition. The job is not going to be just handed to him. Bookend says back on the 11-6.
Let's go, Bookend. Tell him, son. Don't play that shit.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is tomorrow preseason. I don't really care about wins, losses. What I want to see is execution, man. I just want to see this team execute and get the job done and look competent out there. You know what I mean? Like execution and just look competent. Don't be looking sloppy. Don't be looking all crazy out like we have been in the past. Look like an NFL football team.
Like we didn't belong there, yeah.
Look like an NFL football team. Preseason results don't mean nothing to me, but look like an NFL football team. Will OBJ go out there and dominate? Because he's going to have to stand out. He's going to have to. Well, how much of Thomas Fedoni are we going to see? Another guy that's been coming on the past week or so in training camp and making the tight end conversations. Making the tight end conversation a little more interesting. Malachi Fields, a guy that's been showing out in camp as well, man. What we gonna see from these young guys, man? Like all this is what I can't wait to see tomorrow. We're gonna finally get our first look at it, man. So Lou, any final thoughts before we wrap it up, man?
Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for Leather to the Face with myself, Mac, and Wales. For the most part, man, y'all know where to find us every Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday for the NFC East Roundup with him and Adam.
Always a pleasure, Joe.
Y'all know where to find me on Sunday nights and Saturday nights right here on G Nation Inside Sports, man. But hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, not just for myself, but for Mac the Giants fan as well. And until next time, man, hope everybody has a great week. Hope everybody's team loses and my team wins. Okay? All right.
Appreciate it, Lou. Thanks for chopping it up with me for a little bit.
You already know. Anytime.
And it's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. Peace. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MacDa Giants fan. It don't cost a thing to hit that like button. Just do it. Do it. Do it.